This is Beneteau's Oceanis 51.1. It's a really nice, roomy, comfortable, long distance sailing boat. I'm going to take you on board of this and give you the full tour. And it starts right back here because it's got this drop section of the transom to make this bathing platform. That winds back up electrically, goes flush across there, drops down obviously as it is at the minute if you want to swim off it or for coming aboard from your tender or whatever else. If we step onto here, we've got the twin helm positions, one each side. People are often a little bit confused by this. The reason that they have this is because when you're sailing, you've got all your sails up, the wind is on this side, for example, the boat will heel that way and the sails will be down that side. And so this becomes the perfect place to helm from because you're raised up and you're looking past it all. However, if you tack, wind's on that side, boat's heeling over that way, sails down here, then of course you want to be over here. And then what they've done is they've put the engine controls on this side. And then over on this one, we have got the things like the autopilot. So you could argue it's perhaps a little bit more sailing orientated and it's a little bit more motor orientated, but when you are sailing, use whichever one it suits you best. Lazarette underneath here, so if we flick these catches, that takes us down there, and we've got generator in there, for example, and a bit of storage. Let's pop that back down, close those ones over. There we go. Table here, and it's got lift sections, so these come up like so for a bit more space for dining, and then a lot of seating all the way around here. They've brought all the lines aft. You can see they come right back here, and what's nice is it means that when you're sailing the boat, people can be here. You don't have to climb over them to get to winches and that kind of stuff. It's all back here, and in fact it's power winches as well. If we head on forward, we've got a bit of sunbathing up here. We've got the bimini up at the minute, and then this spray hood as well. Obviously all of this stuff can fold away if you want it to. And then down here is the cabin. So this closes off. You've got these doors that come across here, and you've got this hatch that slides across, so that's how this area gets closed off. Now when we head down here, it is very much all about the space. Look at this. A lot of beam and a lot of room. And nice light finishes, so it feels very, very spacious. Now I'm going to show you the layout of this one and then explain there are a couple of other variations as well. We'll start back here. So we've got a big galley area here, and in fact also laundry facilities are here. And we've got the wine cooler underneath as well. And then here there is a front loading fridge, but also a top loading fridge, like so. The microwave is here. We've got the cooking, it's all gas cooking. Sink of course is underneath this one. And then we've got a TV that rises up from here. And that means that you can sit here with a great view of the telly, nice place to relax. And if we head on forward again, chart area is up here. So it's a nice little area, tuck yourself away. And you've got then the multifunction display here, some of the switch gear, the Fusion stereo, which I'm going to turn down because I can hear it very quiet in the background. There we go. That's killed that. And then if we head on forward again, a bit more storage, tucked away in places like that. In fact, I'll show you underneath the floor as well while we're here. This is access all areas after all. There we go. Let's see what we've got. Okay, that's access to the water tank, I would say, and the keel bolts. Yeah, quite a nice practical boat. You can get to everything. Owner's cabin is up here. There we go. So we've got the central double bed. This is a big cabin actually. In fact, I do an option to split this into two. I'll explain that in a little while because there's some interesting options with this. But this one has got toilet in here, like so, wash basin, etc. We've got obviously hanging lockers, places like this. We've got storage up in places like this. Overhead hatches, two of those. And then we've got the windows on the side as well, the hull windows, more storage here. And then a separate shower over on this side. Really nice, very, very comfortable. If you're spending a lot of time on the boat, that is nice home from home stuff, isn't it? There we go, little wave in the mirror. Let's head back out of here. And then we come on aft. Day heads is over on this side, and these two cabins share this one. So that's in there, toilet and a separate shower over on that side. And then the aft cabins are here. There's one on this side, like so, again with bits of storage about the place. I won't open it all, but just to give you a flavour, this kind of stuff. Down here as well. Window out into the cockpit for a bit of ventilation. And if we cross over, we will find the other one. Okay, so that is 3 cabins and 2 heads. However, that is just the beginning. I'm going to show you the engine first of all, and then I'll explain the layout options. So this has got a Yanmar diesel engine. It's 80 horsepower. There is the option of an upgrade to 110 horsepower if you want it, but that is more than sufficient. And that lives underneath there. Right, let me see whether I can explain what you can do with the cabin. So as I say, we've got 2 cabins back here. We've got the owner's cabin at the front, ensuite split into 2 on the forward, and day heads over here. So here we go. You can have this closed off and made into another heads. So that gives you 3 heads and 3 cabins. You can then have this cabin split down the centre, an extra door here, and then each of these has got a bed over to one side, and this has its cabin. This has its ensuite here, and then with that split, this becomes the ensuite to this cabin here. So you've then got 2 cabins here, both with heads. So that's 1, 2 cabins and 1, 2 cabins. A 4 cabin layout with 2 heads up here and 1 heads back there. Then you can have what I've just described and another heads there, and then you can go even further, and because you've got a heads there, you can lose this heads here and you can have that as another cabin. That takes you up to 5 cabins and 3 heads. So it depends how you're using the boat. That sort of layout is great for a charter boat, of course, where it's all about getting bums on seats, but for a private owner, this particular layout I think works really, really well. But it is quite remarkable, the different options, and if that's not completely clear, have a look on the website. That would probably explain it better than I can do. Nice and light in here though. You've got the big overhead hatches, they open for a bit of ventilation. There's blinds of course that come across on all of these. There's a bug screen that way, and then there's a night screen if we go that way. So that, I think, I hope, is a reasonably good explanation of the interior. Let's go and have a look around the outside. So back up these steps, find my lovely new shoes. Look at these. Cool, huh? Nothing like new shoes, is there? And then we can come round. I think I mentioned all the lines lead aft, so it means you can control the entire boat from back here. And then we can step onto the side decks. Again, you can get out and around without having to clamber over these areas, which is nice. This is the bimini we were talking about. If we come up here, this, again, it's a standard configuration. We've got the in-mast furling for the mainsail, we've got roller furling for the foresail, and it's a self-tacking jib. What you can have if you prefer is slab reefing for this, and in fact I think there is an option for taller mast, although I'm not sure why you want it any taller than that. That is pretty impressive. But yeah, there are a lot of configuration options with this boat when you order one new, that's for sure. But this is the standard setup, and it's the setup that most people go for. If we wander all the way up to the bow, it's a nice walk around actually, because they've put the shrouds so they don't really sort of slice across here. Normally I walk up these and end up tripping myself on them, but you can wander through here with no problem at all, and you can listen to the music belting out from the Aquila over on the other side. Sorry about that, I hope it's not spoiling the audio too much. And then down here is a massive deck locker, sail locker, call it what you will. In fact, it's so big that you can configure that as a crew cabin if you wish. Again, when you order the boat new, that's one of the options that you can choose from. Anchor winch then is up here, and the anchor lives on the bow thusly. There we go. And if we come around here, we can have another look at that amazing rig. Look at that. That's pretty impressive, isn't it? We're at Ocean Village at the minute. That's the Harbour and Spa Hotel over there. It's very nice. Right, let's wander back down this side. And I think that is about the size of that. I'm going to finish up down here, spin that one around. I'm going to say massive thanks to Ancaster. They've organised this tour. A huge thanks as ever to you guys for watching it. Let me know what you think of that one, and we'll catch you on another one of these real soon. Take care. Bye-bye.